Welcome to the Gateless Gate, Koan 28. This is Ryutan's candle, and this one probably is my very favorite koan. Even though I've said that like 5 times, this one is probably actually my very favorite koan. Ryutan's candle. And we get to follow the beautiful journey of Tokyo-san. And the best way to begin for me is to actually go to Mumon's notes and look at what he said about Tokyo-san, because Tokyo-san's actually going on a journey throughout this entire thing. And he starts out by looking for Ryutan to try and refute the doctrine of a special teaching outside of the sutras. So he's actually going to Ryutan to be like a little bit, combative. And as he's journeying, he goes to a woman's house. The woman feeds him, and the woman asks him, if there's no past, future, or present mind, what's the mind that's eating this food or that wants this food right now? This opens up Tokyo-san. And so instead of going to Ryutan to be combative, he goes to try and really understand what is this thing that could possibly be a teaching outside of the sutras. And so he sits down with Ryutan and he listens deep into the night, trying to understand and going over these ideas. Finally, Tokyo-san looks out and notices it's very dark outside. And at this point, a symbolic moment begins happening where we've got Ryutan's simple dwelling. In there, there's light, and as Tokyo-san looks outside of the dwelling where the teaching is happening, it's a very, very dark world. And so Ryutan tries to teach him this lesson by giving him a candle. He lights the candle, he gives it to Tokyo-san. Just as Tokyo-san's about to receive it, Ryutan blows it out. And at that moment, Tokyo-san understands everything that Ryutan was trying to tell him. And it's a moment of actually celebration. Ryutan goes to the forum the next day and says, there's going to be a monk that's going to pass everybody with his understanding. And Tokyo-san then says this, because he's found out, he's looked and he's understood the teaching is there. When it's tried to be passed on, all of a sudden you can't find it. But it is that thing that lights up against the night, that can go through and guide someone through the night. But it can't come from like the scrolls, it can't come from another person. It has to come up through oneself. It has to come up through oneself if it's going to get you through the night, because there's nothing else that can do it. And so Tokyo-san, as he understands this, he says, compared to this awareness, all the most profound teachings are like a single hair in the vastness of space. Compared to this enlightenment, all the complicated knowledge of the world is like one drop in the ocean.